One of those things I didn't know is that Michael McDonald, Doobie Brothers Mike McDonald, the one and only, the guy that was known of the hooks, he co-wrote Van Halen's I'll Wait. Boy, I remember finding that out. Because I'll Wait was definitely a distinctive song. It didn't even sound like the typical Van Halen key. It had kind of a husky tone to it. The bass, you could tell was something tweaking about it. But I didn't really pay much mind. Back then, you read the credits, but you really don't think about it until you find out years later. There's a reason why the tone sounds a little bit different. See, I tell people all the time, because I play keyboards and I'm real good on my ear. I pick up things like that. I could always tell people's chord progressions, the charts, the arrangements. Something sounds a little bit different. It don't quite hit like what they usually do. Because Eddie Van Halen had a distinctive groove that he would play. But there was something a little bit different with the configurations of this song. I think it was in the tone that David Lee Roth was singing it in. Because, like, Panama sounds like Van Halen and Hot for Teacher and, of course, Jump, the synthesizers and the light. But something about Our Wait had kind of a heavy, husky tone to it. And a more meteor thing. And so that's definitely. So Michael McDonald and the producer Ted Tillman had to get things straight because he wasn't originally credited on the originals. What that would have looked like for Van Halen fans back then. What would they have thought of? Because Michael McDonald was considered soulful, more pop based, and he was, I considered a rocker dude. So this may have hit differently with the fans. So you got to think about the camps because the Doobie Brothers were rock pop, later labeled yacht rock. One considered rock, not like Van Halen. Van Halen had some thought more metal. Obviously, when you hear Eddie Van Halen solos compared to Jeff Baxter's, different tone, different feel, and the way the Doobie Brothers played. And for Michael McDonald, a different tone, a different ebb. But, if you can write a song, you can write a song. If you know melody, arrangements, composition, that doesn't matter. Background and tone don't make no difference. But for people who are picky and, kind of like, wow. So, and I tell people all the time, sometimes if you follow artists right, you can almost hear a certain style that doesn't quite usually sound like them. Chances are somebody ghosted. It's even like with hip hop, certain people's flow, the cadence sounds like it don't even sound like them.